Bonjour, I'm Geri Metz of PronouncingFrench.com, and I'm here with our Hard Words in French series. This is word number 11, and our word this week is Grenouille. And this is another one of those words that we've been featuring, words that expats living in France said they found difficult. So we've been taking these up one by one, and this week we have come to Grenouille. And of course this is the French word for frog, and you'll see this in menus in French restaurants as cuisse de grenouille, or frog's legs. So let's take a look at the second syllable first. Nouille. The second syllable has 7 letters, but there's only 3 sounds. And those sounds are not hard to say, actually. It's the spelling that makes it look harder. We have ne and we have ou, because whenever you have the spelling ou in French, you always have the sound ou. So you have nous, and then at the end of the word, you have iyuh. Now, that iyuh comes from ille, and we have had several words like this in the hard words, which indicates that it's something that confuses non-French speakers. We had it, for example, a while back in millefeuille. We had feuille, you had that same spelling. We had it in brouiller, brouiller, we had that same spelling. We had it in merveilleux, and in each one of those cases, as in grenouille, we have that y sound that is the sound for the spelling ill and ille. Now, we have the same sound in English. That's called a semi-vowel, y. We have it in English in yes. We have it in yellow. We have it in French in iyuh, or bien, or pierre, or grenouille. So it's always going to be y, grenouille. Now, in the first part of the word, we have gre, which is not that hard to say, but it does have the French R, and once again, the French R, as well as this other sound we've been looking at, has been featured in almost all of the hard words in French. So I've brought it up many, many times and taught it many times, but let's just take a very quick look again. The French R is made in the back of the throat by raising the back of the tongue up higher and higher until it just hits the back of the soft palate in the back of your throat there, and you make a little friction, and you have grenouille, grenouille. Now, to improve your French and start to have a better accent, you need instruction, you need guidance, and you need practice. And that's what I offer you in my video course, Mastering French Pronunciation. I teach you exactly how the French make each one of their sounds and take the mystery out of what it is that they do that make them sound like that, and why an English speaker may not sound quite like that. I'd like to give you an example of a person who speaks French, but with the mouth position, with the speech habits of the English language, what I call the Anglo-American mouth. Si vous parlez français avec la bouche de la langue anglaise, c'est pas très joli. Il faut parler avec la bouche française. And then, that person, having taken my course, hopefully would sound a little bit more like this. Si vous parlez français avec la bouche de la langue anglaise, c'est pas très joli. Il faut parler avec la bouche française. I hope you hear a difference. I do think that my teaching is unique, and it is my heart's desire to help all those who wish they sounded more French. It's such a beautiful language. We should be doing our best to speak it as beautifully as we can. Merci, et à la prochaine.